how to build solid and meaningful business relationships. Let's get started. Hey friends, this is Jason Ligo with Always Enterprise, and in this video I want to talk to you about how you can build solid and meaningful business relationships that will get you paid, but will also get you made. In other words, they'll elevate you, lift you up, help you make it in your career, help you make the right connections with folks that will help you take you farther in your business, in your career, in your life. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. I'm going to give you 3 very practical but actionable tips that if you let these govern your mindset, they're going to help you see these meaningful business relationships come along more and more as you continue your career or your endeavor. All right, let's get started. The first one is attract, don't advance. Attract, don't advance. Another good way to think about this is value first, visit later, right? Basically what I'm talking about is the person whose sole purpose in being online is just to sell their stuff. Now, I know that we all are interested in selling our products and services. That's why we're in business. But there's a way to do it properly. And so often I find that the person who goes out there with the sole purpose of just spamming their link or spamming their offer and trying to make a pitch and trying to get people and solicit people is not the person who succeeds in the long run. It's the person who builds a solid relationship with their prospect first. And the best way to do this, in my opinion, is to attract, don't advance. In other words, when you're putting your posts out there or you're engaging with people online in the forums, in the communities or what have you, you're attracting them as opposed to going after them. How do you attract them, you ask? It's simple. Are your posts value laden? Are they curiosity inducing? Do they get your customer or your prospect to wonder what's the next step and come to you to ask you what that next step is? Or maybe it's for more information. You understand what I'm saying? What you want to do is provide value so that you attract people, and from there you can advance upon them rather than advance upon them first and try to get money out of them immediately without building the relationship. It just makes no sense. Number 2, authenticity, not duplicity. Authenticity, not duplicity. Again, be a real person. That's what authenticity is. Being duplicitous or having duplicity is basically having two-facedness, right? It's deception, right? It's basically you're acting one way at one time, but acting another way another time. And that's not the way to be, even in the online space. Even when you're online and you're sitting behind a keyboard and you're sitting behind a mouse, you still want to maintain integrity. You still want to be the same person who communicates with someone, and then you want to be the same way when you're closing the sale as well. You don't want to have a change in personality. You want to be consistent in your marketing, in your business, and in your life. Okay? The difference here would be someone who goes to a forum, right, or a chat room, or a group. Let's call it a Facebook group, right? And you go in there and position yourself as the expert on said such and such topic. And when they come and ask you for advice, you might even give them the advice, you might even answer the question, but there's no follow through. Maybe they have additional questions. And instead of seeing through with the instruction you gave them, you're immediately pushing to the sale so that they can upgrade to the next service or buy your service, and then you won't talk to them at all. I tend to think that that's probably not the best way to go about it. Number 3, and lastly, appreciate, don't hate. Appreciate, don't hate. Now, I know you think that might be a little bit rudimentary in this case, or it might be even a little bit immature. I don't know if you consider that slang in this day and time. But let me tell you a little bit something. Let me tell you a little story, I should say. I'll give you a little bit of insight as to why I see this happen very real in life, in a particular manner of speaking in my business. As a lot of you know, my business, part of it is affiliate marketing. That's what comprises a big portion of my online business, along with the coaching and the consulting. As an affiliate marketer, I work with other marketers. When we promote a certain company, maybe we're helping that company with a launch, maybe we're helping them expand their customer base to a special promotion for a product or a service offering. As a result, we collaborate with each other, but we're also in healthy competition with one another. In any case, we find ourselves in the same online community to discuss wins, losses, and talk about how we can all perform our job just a little bit better for this particular company. And interestingly enough, every time that this happens, there's always something that takes place. And that is a very unique dynamic between those who support other marketers versus those who don't. And here's what I mean. What happens is you might have an affiliate or any particular marketer do very well. They might have a sale, right? They might make a little bit of money. They might sell a unit of whatever the company is selling. And of course, a lot of other marketers, those of us who are also in the group, will often flock to them immediately and shower them with appreciation and love. We will like their comment. We'll post our own comments, usually to the tune of congratulations, well done, things like that, right? But then you'll also have another person who comes along and they won't congratulate at all. They'll hate, right? As I said today, they'll be belligerent. Oftentimes they won't even acknowledge the fact that the person got a sale. They'll immediately start asking them how they did it and how come when they tried it, it didn't work for them. Do you understand what I'm getting at here? And here's what I noticed. There's a very real dynamic here. What I noticed, very interestingly enough, is that the people who show appreciation, who like the post and add positive comments, generally speaking, you'll also find them on the leaderboard. You'll also find that these are the people who will wind up making sales in the future and have people come and reciprocate such love and appreciation for them, versus the person who is negative. These people, two things always happen. Number one, they don't get sales. Number two, they don't last very long in the program, they fall out, and they're no longer a part of the group, which is probably the best thing for everybody, but just the same, you want to see everyone succeed. So I find that that's very interesting. So make sure that in your online efforts to build relationships and make sales, you're going about it the right way. Remember to attract, don't advance. Remember to come from a place of servitude, of authenticity, not duplicity. And thirdly and finally, always remember, don't hate, appreciate. This is Jason Lag with Always Enterprise. I trust you got value from that. Drop me a comment below and let me know which one of these is your favorite rule. Also, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any more hot new content that I got coming down the pipe just for you. Again, Jason Lag with Always Enterprise. I'll see you later. Take care.